Hey, good morning, everybody. Psalm 51. Question for you first. How many of you right now, you're driving around, or you're not driving around right now, but you have check engine light on in your car? How many of you right now driving your car around, it's got check engine light on in it? And, you're just, whatever, you're just ignoring it, whatever, right? Look, I've done it. I'm just being honest. That's the reason I know is because I've done it, had a check engine light on in a vehicle for years. Never messed with it. We just ignore it. Sometimes it's not that big a deal. Maybe it's just a gas cap, bad gas cap, something like that. So we just kind of blow it off, brush it off. It's not really going to affect us, not really going to hurt us, not really going to do anything detrimental to us. Here's the problem. We treat sin like that in our lives. We just ignore it. And we think that it's not going to hurt us, not going to harm us, not going to be detrimental to us. Psalm 51 is a psalm about David when he has been confronted with his sin with Bathsheba and killing her husband and all of that. And he has a real understanding of the magnitude of sin. So 1 John 1:6 says that if we say we have fellowship with him, meaning with God, if we say we have fellowship with him, but we walk in darkness, we lie, and the truth is not in us. In other words, that verse says that if we say that we have fellowship with God, but we are living in sin, then we are telling a lie, and the truth is not a part of our lives. Of course, 3 verses later, it says, however, if we confess our sin, that he is faithful and just to forgive us of our sin and to cleanse us of all unrighteousness. In other words, if we acknowledge to him that we are sinners, then he will make us clean and restore that fellowship. So David says, have mercy on me, O God, according to your loving kindness, according to the multitude of your tender mercies. David just cries out to God. He knows that he's a sinner. Now listen, he's sinned against people. He sinned against Bathsheba. He sinned against Uriah. He sinned against his own nation. But he knows that there's only one way to overcome sin, and that is by the grace and by the mercy of God. There's only one thing that can make us whole. There's only one thing that can restore us, and that is the grace and the mercy of God. And so he says, have mercy upon me according to your loving kindness, according to your merciful, faithful, loyal, graceful love for me. I need you to have mercy on me. He says, against you and you only have I sinned. You see, here's the deal. Really, our sin is against God. And what that means is, you may think it doesn't affect anybody else. Check engine light doesn't affect anything, right? You may think your sin doesn't affect anything. You can just ignore it and it'll go away. But it affects your relationship with God. It is against him that we have sinned. It's against our relationship with him that we have sinned. And it hurts us. It hurts our relationship with him, which means it hurts our walk with him. It hurts our spiritual ability to hear, our spiritual ability to see, our spiritual ability to understand, our spiritual ability to find joy, to find peace, to find happiness. On the spiritual level, it affects all of that. So David asks him, he says, create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. He says, God, I need you to clean my heart. I need you to create in me a new heart that's clean, and I need you to renew in me a steadfast spirit. He says, restore to me the joy of your salvation and uphold me with your generous spirit. He says, Lord, I need you to restore to me what it feels like to newly be saved and to be in a new relationship with you. I need you to give that back to me. I'm looking for a particular verse. I know it's in here. He goes on to say, then will I teach transgressors your ways, and sinners shall come to know you. He says, Lord, I'm broken. I need you to fix me. And once you do it, I'll tell other people about how they can be fixed too. And that's where we live, y'all. Don't ignore the check engine light. Don't ignore the Holy Spirit when he pulls at your little heart there and says, you need some forgiveness of sin. Let's take it to the shop. Let's take it to the cleaner. Let's take it to the one who can give us a new heart and who can restore us and restore us the joy of our salvation. Hey, love you guys. Take care of yourselves today. Get out there in faith today. God bless you. Bye.